Right, a lot has been made of the big five strikers at this World Cup. That is Messi, Mbappé, Kane, Haaland and Ronaldo. Nearly all of them have hit the ground running. But how do their performances compare after round one? Now, we kind of came up with this big five idea, didn't we, earlier? And it's based on the big five animals. Do you know what the big five animals are?
I don't.
No?
Are you one of them?
I mean, I'd like to be a lion.
On safari. Have you ever been on safari or anything?
No, I haven't.
All
no.
right, OK. So lion, leopard, rhino, buffalo and elephant.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
There you go. We just thought you'd educate as well before we get into
No hippos in there.
No hippo, no.
Let's move away from David Attenborough. Let's get on to the football. Listen, I mean, this is incredible, isn't it? What have you got? You've got 2 goals, hat-trick, 2 goals, 0 at the moment. Just one game in, just one game in. Could this be the greatest Golden Boot race ever at a World Cup?
I mean, it definitely could be. Fantastic players in there. All of them can score goals. I think when you look at Mbappé, Haaland, obviously, they're young players still. They're not even in their prime yet. They're coming up to that. And then you look at, obviously, Messi, Kane and Ronaldo. They're, they're at the back end of their career, especially Ronaldo and Messi. But again, it's not all about goals. It's about contributions. It's about how they can affect the game, because you're not going to score in every game. And
they're very different, aren't they? I mean, look at that.
Look at the touches.
Haaland, 9 touches, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Messi, 57 passes, way more than everyone else.
When we look at the Haaland one, 9 goals, we've seen that all season, over the last few seasons. But no one cares if he's scoring goals. And he actually works hard. He'll close defenders down. He'll run channels. And that's what he does. OK.
Incidentally, the record for most goals in a World Cup, Just Fontaine, 1958, 13 goals. Will that get broken? I don't know. We spoke about Ronaldo a little bit earlier. He, of course, is yet to score. When you look at his heat map against Congo, Jay, can you kind of see why?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously he's navigating in that left-sided area, but he is playing as a striker. You would like to see a bigger red dot in the centre of the box. And, that's where you want to see him. That's where those players that are behind him can definitely find him, because if you look at the quality, especially in that midfield, Neves, Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, you would expect them to find him more in the box. But again, when Ronaldo doesn't score, right, which isn't often, but when he doesn't score, you have to give something else. And he doesn't give you the work rate. So if he's not scoring, what else is he doing? And then you become a passenger on the pitch, which doesn't help Portugal.
Yeah. OK.
And you've got Gonçalo Ramos on the bench, who's just won a Champions League and is in the form of his life.
Yes, admittedly, he's not starting for PSG every game, but I know what you're saying. Let's have a look at the heat maps of the other players, because it is quite interesting, isn't it, to see how different they are. Now, listen, I mean, he's right there. He's the opposite to Ronaldo. Doesn't touch the ball very much, but he's scoring.
And his area is bigger. When you look at his area, you can see that he's obviously running in behind. We've seen Haaland play. He's always running in behind. He's not particularly good at holding the ball up and getting hold of it for a man of his stature. But what he does is he threatens in behind, and he's always in that 6-yard box to tap things in. OK,
let's look at Messi. Very different. Look at this. I mean, number 10, really, isn't it? He favours on the right side. Very different.
Yeah, no, exactly. But he's a number 10. He's very rarely going to be in that 6-yard box, because he's the one that's, trying to create everything. And obviously, when he's around the box, like his goal from the edge of the box, he's going to score. But again, to me, that's a team player. Look, he's getting back to do his defensive duties as well.
Yeah. What does Kylian Mbappe's look like then? Actually, quite similar to Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean, very similar. But obviously, again, his heat map is a lot bigger than Ronaldo's. Mbappé, to me, is not a striker. He's not a number 9. He clearly wants to play on the left-hand side anytime he plays.
And has zero interest in doing any defensive work.
After as well, he said...
defending.
Yeah, exactly. After he said he's going to defend more, you don't see anything here. But because he's so productive here, it goes unnoticed that he doesn't do that. And no one's going to complain. His teammates won't complain. The manager won't complain, because they'll say he's doing what he's meant to do up the field.
OK, remember all of those heat maps you saw? Let's have a look at Harry Kane.
One of these
wow.
is not like the others.
Look at
I mean,
He's one of a kind.
He's everywhere.
Listen, yesterday as well was one of the first times you see Harry Kane like sprinting absolutely everywhere. Sometimes you see him coming deep, but you could see how much this World Cup means to him. I mean, it could be his last World Cup. We don't know. It could be probably the last World Cup that he might be starting as an England number 9, arguably. But when you look at his heat map, he's in the box all the time. That bright red spot there shows that he's in there. He wants the chances, but and he's getting back here as well. He's getting back to defend.
I mean, what a footballer.
He's an all-round footballer. All round. He's polished.
Yeah.
You know, you can play the ball into any scenario. And I think that's the difference between Mbappé, Messi, for sure, and Kane. Haaland and Ronaldo, there's always going to be question marks around them if they're not scoring. You don't really see it that much from Haaland, and obviously Ronaldo's in Saudi, so you don't really see it much there. But again, when they're not scoring, what else are they doing for the team?
OK, end of the tournament, in a word, who is going to be the top goal scorer in the tournament? Who's getting the most out of these guys?
I think it's going to be the player that goes the deepest.
I
hope it is Kane. I really, really do. I mean, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be out of Kane, Messi, and Mbappé. I'll probably go with Mbappé because I think they get to the final.
Jamie?
I go back my boy Harry, haven't I?
Yeah, OK.
He's my boy too.
One of our own.
I was just did a double take there, so your boy, OK.
Tottenham's one of Tottenham's own.
Yeah, used to be. Right.